What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. Now, I have been waiting all week for this to finally hit, and it is hit. I have read Venom issue number 34, and I have read King in Black issue number 5, and let me tell you guys, these two are absolutely amazing stories. The artwork alone is just mind-blowing. I am absolutely in love with what Donny Cates is doing with this line. And so this video is going to be covering Venom issue number 34. Now this is the series finale, and it ties into the King in Black. This one will tie directly into King in Black issue number 5. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the King in Black line, go ahead and check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It's going to get you completely caught up on, like, all 64 videos, I believe. That's how many issues have come out so far. Now, of course, this is written by Donny Cates. Art is by IBAN, COELLO, and cover art is the same. Now, with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright, so we're getting into the final battle here. And jumping into this issue, we immediately see Flash Thompson as the symbiote dragon. And he is just wrecking. He is death from above. He is taking out these symbiote dragons like they are absolutely nothing. Now, right now, Eddie Brock, he's tied up by Knull yet again. In the same position he was in when he was alive, now inside the hive mind as a codex, kind of as a memory, if you will. And he's come up to try to take on Knull yet again, but failing drastically. And at this point, Knull's really just making fun of him. Like, how many times have I been in this position with you? How many times do I have to kill you, drop you over a ledge, before you actually just freaking die? Just die already. But as Knull drops him down, we see a drop of symbiote fall onto Eddie Brock, and Eddie falls, falling to his death yet again, only to have the symbiote take over his body and realize that it's Venom. And Venom lets him know that Knull, right now, he's distracted. He's distracted in the real world, in the world above. And so this gives Eddie Brock the opportunity to get out of there. And we see Venom bust out some wings, and they take off. Now, being able to get out of Knull's direct reach, Eddie Brock wants to go back. He wants to fight. He wants to get in this and give it to Knull. But Venom lets him know that that isn't Knull. That's a manifestation. That isn't the real Knull. The one that's real is in the real world fighting right now. And we need to get through. We need to break through to the real world. Now, obviously, Eddie Brock right now, he's dead and he's just a codex. So Eddie doesn't understand how he's going to go into the real world, how he's going to get out of this when he doesn't actually have a body. And Venom lets him know that because he's a codex, that he can take him with him. They just have to choose a form. And this is where we see Eddie and Venom break through to the real world, and they are a freaking monster. And as Venom is making his way through the city, literally crushing symbiote dragons in his hand like they are absolutely nothing, Flash Thompson symbiote dragon comes up to him and asks him what the plan is. What do we do now? And Venom tells him that he needs him on the ground. Right now he has to go save Dylan, and Flash Thompson needs to be on the ground. Now, he doesn't understand this. You know, he doesn't have a physical form, so how is that even possible? And Venom tells him, like, you remember what happened to Cletus when he got his dragon symbiote. Now, Flash Thompson doesn't know, but Venom says, you know, just trust me. Go find out. Let me take care of all of this. And as Venom approaches Knull, we're about to see them have a showdown yet again, but Venom tells him to wait. That something is coming. Something is here. The one Wraith had told them about. The God of Light has appeared. And we see it cut through Venom, and they feel his light. The blinding, screaming, roaring light. And we see Eddie Brock, what appears to be falling yet again to his death. And Venom kind of leaves him, but tells him that it's okay, that he needs to let go, and he needs to let it take him. And that Venom's going to find him in the real world, because they always find one another. And as Eddie Brock falls all the way down to the city, we see him literally explode. And Noel, he's afraid. He's terrified. He knows what's about to come. And this is where we cut over to Eddie Brock sitting in his hospital bed and Reed Richards holding the Enigma Force, holding Captain Universe. And we see it zoom over and start to bond with Eddie Brock's body, telling him that he's been chosen, telling him to rise, and it tells him to choose his new form. But that's kind of a silly question to ask Venom, to ask Eddie Brock, because there's only one form he would ever choose. Now, picking up at Arlington National Cemetery, we see Flash Thompson, symbiote dragon, flying over the graves. Now, this power, no one really understands it. It's kind of some ancient, strange power, somehow familiar. But what we see here is him go up to his gravestone. And as we get closer and closer to the gravestone, we see a hand thrust through the ground, and Flash Thompson is freaking born. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. We're seeing the rebirth of Flash Thompson. And that, in my opinion, is absolutely amazing. Now, the artwork throughout this entire comic was phenomenal. I love everything that they've done with it. And this is a great build-up into King in Black issue number 5. Now, that's going to be the next video I put out, so make sure you guys check it out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and until the next breakdown.